Episode 6, Outsmart Procrastination with AI. Turn your avoidance habits into action steps using the tools you already have. You're listening to How to Use AI and Automation, the show for curious business owners, creative freelancers, and complete beginners who want to get more done with less stress. I'm Tony Winyard, and today we're tackling a cheeky little gremlin that trips up just about everyone. From high-flying entrepreneurs to half-asleep teenagers, procrastination. But here's the twist. We're not going to try and conquer procrastination like it's a monster under the bed. Instead, we're going to outwit it. We're going to try anyway. And we'll do that by showing you how to use AI tools to bypass the emotional friction, stop overthinking, and dare I say, actually start. Because the biggest lie procrastination tells us is you need more time. But most of the time, we don't actually need more time. What we need is less resistance. Let me paint a little picture for you. It's Thursday morning. I've blocked out 2 hours to write slides for an upcoming webinar titled Automate the Tasks You Hate. Perfect timing. I've got some water to drink. I'm just going to do a bit of writing. But what do I actually do? Well, first, I color code a Trello board I haven't used since 2022. Then I start researching new slide fonts. Half an hour later, I'm watching a YouTube tutorial on how to animate a loading spinner. Now, do I actually need a loading spinner in my webinar? No, of course not. What's happening here? It's classic procrastination, but in disguise. It feels productive, but it's actually avoidance with good branding. Eventually, I caught myself, and instead of powering through, I paused, opened ChatGPT, and I typed, pretend you're a future version of me who's already finished this webinar, and it went really well. What advice would you give me to get started? The response? Spot on, encouraging, slightly smug, but exactly what I needed. That small shift, using AI as a motivational mirror, got me back on track. And this, my friend, is where AI gets interesting. Here's a little insight why we procrastinate and how AI can intervene. Because what I've learned and what psychology backs up is procrastination is rarely about laziness. It's usually one of 3 things. 1, overwhelm. The task is just too big. 2, perfectionism. You're afraid it won't be good enough. 3, lack of clarity. You're not even sure where to start. And let's throw in another one, the magic of AI. It cuts through all 3 of them if you ask the right questions. Let's break this down with 3 simple tools and how they work with your brain. So number 1 is Goblin Tools. Goblin, you see it on the screen for those listening. It's just goblin.tools. Sounds ridiculous, but it works brilliantly. You paste in a task like prepare a pitch deck for Monday's client presentation, and it breaks it into human-sized steps. You open your existing deck, read through the client notes, draft 3 key points, update visuals. Each step feels manageable. This is called reducing cognitive load, and it's half the battle. Second tool, Otter.ai. Many of you may know it. If you find yourself overthinking, just talk. Open Otter. Record a voice note where you ramble about what you're stuck on. Then take the transcript, paste it into ChatGPT with this prompt. Here's what I'm trying to figure out. Can you give me a clear 3-step plan from this? Suddenly your messy mind becomes a tidy action plan. And the third tool, ChatGPT itself as a self-coaching tool. This one's gold. Use a prompt. I'm putting off writing my sales page. Talk to me like a coach who understands I'm tired and overwhelmed, but I want to make progress. It will return something kind, motivating, and most importantly, specific. Because the real superpower of AI is that it never gets bored of encouraging you. It doesn't judge you, and it won't let you off the hook unless you tell it to. So let's say you're a coach and you've been meaning to record a video for your new offer for weeks. You tell yourself you need to be in the right mood. The lighting needs to be perfect. You need a new jumper. Sound familiar? Instead, open ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini and say, write me a rough video script in my voice introducing this offer. Keep it under 90 seconds. Boom, first draft's done. Then use Goblin Tools to break the rest into steps. Maybe it's review the script, choose a location, record a 90-second take, upload it to YouTube. Suddenly you're not wrestling with 100 feelings, you're just checking off these different steps. So here's your challenge for the next week. Pick one task you've been putting off, something that's been lurking like an unpaid parking ticket in your brain. Paste it into Goblin Tools and break it down. Then ask ChatGPT, give me a friendly reminder and one sentence of encouragement for each step. Now schedule the first 10-minute block in your calendar. This combination of micro steps, AI support equals momentum. You'll be amazed at how this tiny shift snowballs. When you try it, I want to hear what happened. Share it in my Facebook group, How to Use AI. You'll probably help someone else finally start too. So just to recap, the tools that we've talked about today. ChatGPT, it could be Claude or Gemini. Goblin Tools, which is like a magic to do, which is at goblin.tools, and Otter.ai. So this week, we didn't just talk tools, we talked about behavior. Procrastination thrives in ambiguity and fear. But clarity, kindness, and momentum, that's where AI shines. And remember, don't wait for motivation. Let motion create motivation. Don't aim for perfect, just get started. Don't do it alone. Let AI be your sidekick. Remember, you can watch this episode on YouTube or Spotify. For demo walkthroughs, join the free live webinar. The next one is Monday, 1st of July, which is called Automate the Tasks You Hate. And you can sign up at tinywinyard.com. Join us in our Facebook group, which is How to Use AI. And all the episodes you can find on YouTube and on various podcast players. If you found this episode helpful, please share it. Let's build a world where AI supports real people doing real things, even when we're not quite feeling it.